Hi, I'm Mike Jones. Feel like I've been in the business all my life. My first newspaper job was when I was 15. My dad was the CFO of the newspaper in our hometown in Kilgore, and we lied about my age so I could go to work in the back shop. Terminology that unfamiliar today, setting heads and pulling proofs and running what was called the dump in the composing room during the hot type era. The extracurricular activities, obviously, we had a lot of fun in those days, but at the same time, we were subtly, as I mentioned, cultivating sources. It was about establishing a level of trust with people, not so much the confrontational era that we have evolved into in the last 20 years, I guess, since the Watergate era, which slowly began to permeate sports journalism. But one point I'd like to make is some people have the idea that the people in the business then were lazy, uneducated, unintellectual drunks who sat on their butts and expected things to come to them. That was not true. That was not true. The business was no less competitive then than it is now, although certain things we find prevalent now where certain subjects were not broached out of personal respect. People's personal lives were off limits. You didn't want your life exposed daily to the public, and these people didn't either, and it was a gentleman's agreement that certain things were off limits. I still believe it ought to be that way. People have lives and they ought to be welcome to them. Once you get into the public domain, it doesn't mean you don't have a private life. Totally disagree with where things have gone then, where things have gone now as opposed to then. Some things are just nobody's business.